Hi, welcome to another episode of Beyond Chronic Disease. My name is Wendy Gathercole. I'm your host, and welcome to this week's story on caffeine. Okay, so probably most of us drink caffeine in some way, shape, or form. Some of us drink coffee, tea, about all that I know that has caffeine. It's probably other things, but anyway. So my story on stopping coffee. This is what it's all about. It's all about what we can do to assist our bodies in optimal health. And I do lots of different experiments, and I just create all these different healing opportunities in my body. And no, I'm not perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I had Crohn's, and I don't have Crohn's anymore. I'm not living with it. I just don't have it. Okay. And I helped my body to heal, along with my medical professionals and my holistic health professionals as well. So the story that I want to share today about coffee. Now, I'm 55, and I had a little while ago, my eyesight, I don't like waking up with bad eyesight. So I don't wear glasses. My eyesight is good. And I just noticed that in recent months, it's the fine print is starting to get a little bit harder to read. But there was a time that I would wake up and I couldn't even sort of see. It was very, very blurred. It would take me a lot to get my eyes focused. And I'm not sure, I have spoken about this before in regards to alcohol. I know that when I was drinking, I haven't been drinking this year. When I was drinking, my vision would be blurrier than when I wasn't. Okay, so I haven't been drinking this year, and I was waking up with very blurred vision, excuse me. So I decided that I was probably having a little bit too much coffee. So I just stopped drinking coffee. Plus the fact that I got, I don't know, maybe a chest infection. I don't know. I was away. I didn't go to a doctor, but I was okay. I managed myself. So I didn't feel like it anyway. So I just stopped cold turkey on the caffeine. Didn't feel like it. My body rejected it. All it wanted was juice, water at the time. So what did I notice? I noticed a dramatic improvement in my eyesight. That was the first thing I noticed. That it was just bizarre. I'm thinking, wow, that's amazing. So then I Googled eyesight and caffeine. I've spoken before about using Dr. Google, not a good idea. But this was more like I had noticed something. So I was just curious, as I always am, and noticed that I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's a certain pressure that we have in our eyes so that we're able to see. And it's basically, well, it's a fluid pressure. And the same with other, like our blood pressure, not the same, but similar. You can have high or low pressure in your eyes, and all different eye problems can occur if the pressure is not in its optimal range. So I looked up caffeine and eyesight, and there was all this stuff about how caffeine can increase eye pressure and make your eyesight, worse. Well, it doesn't say that. They can't say that, I guess. And that's what happened to me. And so they suggest for good eye health, similar for any other parts of your body for good health, fresh fruit and vegetables, limit your caffeine intake and exercise. So how bizarre is that? So how many of you have got declining eye health and drink copious amounts of coffee each day and are totally unaware that that may be the cause of your debilitating eye health? It could be other things too, but how interesting is it that one of us, me, has personally achieved better eyesight from not drinking caffeine. And that was no tea, no coffee. Do I drink it now? I hadn't been drinking caffeine for, I'm trying to count how many months. And yes, I have some now because I feel like it. That's why. And my eyesight's still good. Obviously, I was drinking way too much of it. How much is too much? I don't know. You have to test it for yourself. And if you don't think that you can cut out the coffee, well, then you obviously don't want to try and fix your eye health. It's as easy as that. It's as simple as that. It's not easy, but it's simple. So I used to believe I've spoken about this before. When I had massive weeks on, I had lots of stuff. Well, I still have massive weeks on, but when I had lots of stuff that I really needed to get done, sometimes, you'd sit and have a coffee and it was a bit of a procrastination or, like I don't really want to, just procrastination coffee. Then you'd have another one and you wouldn't really get anything done. So I used to spend half a day in bed on a Monday, pardon me, and get over the caffeine withdrawal headache. And I had so much more energy. And that's another thing too, when you give up caffeine, you have so much more energy that, it spikes you. They talk about the energy of caffeine. Yeah, you'll have a hit of energy and then you'll have a lull. But when you don't have caffeine at all, there's no hits of energy and lulls. It's just energy all the time. So I used to give up the coffee and then all week I'd do what I needed to do and then I'd have a coffee again. I know, sounds crazy, right? Because who doesn't enjoy having a coffee? I mean, we all enjoy certain things, but if it's debilitating us, then maybe we could give it a break. And I strongly believe that. I couldn't, there's so many things that I couldn't eat, so many things that I still don't eat just because I don't want to, but so many things I couldn't eat because it caused so much hurt in my body, and completely took it out of my diet for months, even years, and now I can eat it without it, debilitating me. But just, when I feel like it and not put any emotions to it. And when I'm talking about emotions, if you listen to last week, it's all about not attaching any emotions to anything that you do, but do it as lighthearted or fun. Sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. It's early morning when I'm doing this. And that's just what happens sometimes when I haven't had enough sleep. So I was having the blurred vision, and it was probably a little bit more forced on me. And this is what I love about life. Things, even though they may be forced on you, they end up being creating an awareness for you. And in my case, it was just like gobsmacking to know that my eyesight got better from ditching the caffeine. So if you want your eyesight to get better, maybe it could work for you too. Have fun with it. And don't do these things like giving up caffeine when you've got, something pressing on, or, you've got to be aware of the situations that you're living in to do anything, but don't to do anything that I'm suggesting just for fun or to see for yourself. Don't take my word for it, do it yourself. So have fun with the ditching the caffeine if you dare, and I will see you next week. See ya.